She hardly seems interested in. Let me finish. Before you judge her with your usual presumptions, tell me this. When was the last time you actually talked with her? Do not be ridiculous, Cinders. I spoke with her as recently as yesterday. I don't mean commenting on house affairs or managing chores, but actually talking like sisters. You do remember that you two are sisters, right? Or is family only important to you if it allows you to put blame on other people? Alright, I see where this is going. Fine, I am not really certain when it happened, but we did lose our connection. She seems so alien now, I catch myself thinking about her like a stranger. Her face is like a mask shielding her thoughts from me. I agree that it is unfortunate, but it isn't only Sophia's fault that we grew apart. Maybe we could work on changing that. You may be thinking that I'm telling you this to criticize you, but I'm not. All I want is to hear you say things like this. That is, we can stop hurting each other all the time. It's the only reasonable thing to do. You were always the most reasonable one, so it's good that you are willing to give it a try. And so you recognize it as well. I am the most reasonable. And I am the only one here that actually does anything to keep up the house. That might be just a bit of an overstatement, Gloria. Each of us puts some work into how this place works, for better or worse. We just have different perspectives, and we give a different kind of input, but surely you realize how naive that sounds. Something one might say to a slow child to spare its feelings. I have tried to help you both understand the importance of Camosa's rules, and yet I seem to be the only one capable of understanding the requirements to keep a proper household. Nobody ever learned. How long am I supposed to guide you and work alone against the laziness and stupidity of others? Hasn't it ever occurred to you that you might not have all the answers? Because that's the root of the problem right there. You try to be our teacher, or our disciplinary. Oh, no, I'm just gonna skip that word. You have no knowledge that we lack, nor a higher status. You are not our mother. Stop trying to imitate Camosa. Is this how you think a sister should act? How should I know? Do any of you act like one towards me? Oop. Reasoned with her. She did say to be the reasonable one. Oh, such debate skills you have. Attacking me as a person clearly proves you are a reasonable and logical one. I am not the one at fault here. You're not the only one at fault here. We all are. Reason dictates that all the sides of the conflict contribute to its current state, and so we all did. Let us assume that is correct. What would you propose then? Then Sophia and I would have to admit we were wrong to attack you and hinder your efforts to take care of the house. Oh, so true. You, on the other hand, would have to admit that you are blindly mimicking Camosa rather than using your own reason and abilities to best take care of the house. We all need to change our ways. If things are to improve, blame is not important. Refraining from our old habits and working together is. That does conjure up a good image. I think I would like such a change. One thing though. Do you really think I mimic Camosa? Gloria, would you please stop for a second and think and answer one simple question truthfully? And what question might that be? What do you like to do? And no, I don't mean something that you feel obliged to do. Not a chore, necessity, or an assignment. What do you like to do? What makes you happy? Why do I keep right-clicking? What makes you happy? What do you do just for yourself and nobody else? But what are your goals? What do you see? This is more than one question, mate. Where do you see yourself in the future? What will you do when Camosa's not here and you're able to move on? Where do you want to go? I do not know. I just want to make everything better. This house should work as intended, and it should do so because of me. I want to make everyone happy and keep it all together. Fine, and when you accomplish that, what then? Imagine, the house is running smoothly, Camosa is proud of you and relaxed, all tasks complete. What would you do with all your free time then? I do not know what to say. Indeed, such a situation seems highly unlikely to occur, so I have not given it any thought. Who are you? What do you know about yourself? I do not know. I do not know why you're so mean to me. All I did was come here with an open mind to talk to you, find some mutual understanding. You got no understanding because there's nothing there to understand. You came here to reenact Camosa in a statement of superiority. That is not true. I didn't indeed try to get through to you. You simply would not listen. You didn't either. Get through to me? You came here with your air of superiority to boost your own conviction. You don't care about myself or Sophia. All you care about is you. This is pointless. I see no reason to listen to such nonsense. Especially since I do nothing to deserve such treatment from an immature brat. Both of you are trying to turn everybody against me. Against you, sorry. Then you will be able to whine about the fate that brought you to living in cinders and pain. You must have some kind of huge loss of judgment to even consider treating you as a mature woman. Oh, look who's talking. You realize I'm the word mature, or is it just something you repeat after Kamosa? Fine, Cinders. Get out. Enjoy your freedom while it lasts. You have one more day until Kamosa returns. And I will not stoop to debating the order of things with you any further. Nor try to teach you. You can go and do as you please for today. We'll see where your freedom gets you. And we both know you're powerless to stop me from leaving the house. Or from doing anything for that matter. So you can stop pretending. Or did you grow accustomed to pretending too much? Pretending to have control, to be self-confident, to be Kamosa. I do not have to listen to this. Goodbye. Hello there, Hall. Let's see what new surprises you have in store for me today. Because I have to warn you, after the conversation I just had, I'm hard to impress. Hello there, early bird. Hello there, early bird. Only old surprises, apparently. Really should try harder next time, Hall. Having a conversation with a room, how bizarrely refreshing. It's good to see you too, Sophia. No, I never thought I'd say something like this, but here it goes. Kamosa was right. Too much reading does make you crazy. But evidently, it also makes you interesting, at least interesting enough to make my eternally uptight sister sneak into your room when she thought I wasn't looking. Seriously doubt she's that naive. Doesn't matter. The real question is, what does she want from you? Did she come to ask for help? So many hours without a chance to struggle for Kamosa's approval must have left the poor girl quite disturbed. Well, you know our Gloria, true stronghold of independence, a font of wisdom. I take it she came to spread her usual Kamosian propaganda among the little ones. Only to meet with steadfast resistance of the people. We will not be silent, shouted the crowds. Oh my, it must have been quite a display, did the guard intervene. If you're asking if there was any violence, then yes, plenty. The streets and squares practically turned red. Oh, how lovely. Was she hurt? Did you slap her? No, I think that was going a bit too far, don't you think? My dear simple sister, who can really say? Such things tend to be relative, you know. One man's hero is a criminal to someone else's. It's simply too complex for a girl like me to decide, so when it comes to Gloria, I don't analyze and stick to the golden rule. Violence is always the answer. I see. I think you're given a bit too much information there, Sophia. Oh, you're such a child sometimes. In case you didn't notice, we're living in the middle of a dangerous and unforgiving forest. This place is packed with wild, bloodthirsty predators. And whether we choose to see them or not, they exist. What a lovely thought. I will think that's on my trip through the woods today. Oh, you're going out again. I have to eat something first, but yes, I'm going out. Why? I was just wondering if you're well. What is it, Sophia? Are you blushing? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm not blushing. I was just thinking that maybe you could use some company. You want to leave the house? Yes? Is that a crime? Dearest Sophia, no. Not in my book. Of course I'd love to go with you. But a lot's happening now, and I wanted to have some time to think alone. I'm really sorry. Maybe some other time? Why didn't you give me the choice? When Kamosa's back. Right. I'll go back to my room and stay there then. Forever. Don't be like that. I'm really sorry. You just caught me by surprise, but I really would want to go out with you whenever we get the next chance. Yes, I understand. Go then and have fun doing your secret stuff. Thanks, I will. I'll see you in the evening. Sorry again. Why didn't you give me the choice? Come on, game. I would love to go to town with her. See what happens. Sorry, I really need a drink of water. Another day of freedom I can spend on the town. There's always something going on here. Even now I see some commotion in the street. What is it about? The moment I saw my cow die, I knew it. It was those evil beads of yours that did it. What are you talking about, woman? My poor Molly has died, and she was in so much pain for days. She moved like she never moved before. It was almost like moaning or crying. It was your fault. I've seen the bad omens, my poor Molly moaning, and then the odor her wretched body made. Must have been your curse, witch. Cows smell on their own, and your Molly did not need my help in that department. You might not have noticed, but you only bathe her occasionally. My poor Molly's dead, lifeless as a clump of mud on the street, and the heartless witch that you dare to jest about. And I knew it was your doing, you wretched. I'm laughing because there's a little else to do. How else should I react to your stupidity? You want someone to blame? I told you to come to me as soon as I told you to come to me so I could take a look at your bloody cow and heal it. But did you listen? No, the animal's pain was not enough reason to spare a few coins. But I did bring her to you. When it was terminal. Before that, you said is for. Wow, I'm having a hard time right now. when it was terminal. Before that, you said it is for fate to decide what happens. When it's your responsibility, you leave it to fate. And who would have guessed it didn't work out well? But you said the cow would die, and she did. I said it would die if you won't take care of it. Fate certainly won't. The damn cow was seriously ill. You could see that for yourself. It only came to me when it couldn't move anymore. That is when you finally realize that trusting to fate isn't effective. Well, too late. You're just searching for someone else to take your blame. Your Molly died because of your stupidity. Oh, but she didn't die until you looked at her, you witch. The whole town knew you are bad news. You're not welcome here. Shut up, I'll also turn you into a frog. Or a cow to compensate for your loss. What's going on here? Oh, good captain, please arrest this evil witch for killing my poor Molly with her evil eye and her devilish beast she has. Molly? My poor cow! She was so kind and helpful and... Is there any truth to what she's accusing you of? I'm not even going to dignify that foolishness with an answer. If this idiot doesn't want to take responsibility for her own actions, fine, but leave me out of this. Alright then, my dear lady, I'm going to have to ask you to go home and wait till I sort this out. But... I will make it my responsibility to sort this out. Now please go home. Do not pursue this matter on your own. Do you understand? Yes, I do. Fine. I do apologize for this woman's behavior. I hope you have not been bothered by this. You know how the townspeople are when they feel hurt or helpless. Oh, I do know. They blame the wicked witch, sometimes with help with torches and pitchforks. I hope, however, that you realize that you are welcome here. These are good people. They just got carried away sometimes. However, they have grown to expect you to always be able to bail them out of their problems. For generations that did that, and of all the old noble professions, yours is still needed. Oh yes, I'm so needed that you had to intervene. How many times has it been now? They're blaming me for their own stupidity. The town sure has a strange way of showing appreciation. It must be the time to move on now. No, surely you don't mean that. Just yesterday, this young woman told everyone in the inn how much you had helped her in. Sure, a grateful lady nobody listens to one day. Insults, blame, and pitchforks the next. They seem like a good cue that seems like a good cue to leave. You have good reason to be angry. Oh, just give me some time, please. I need to think. Someone in this town should go anyways. Fine. I see that the matter settled, and you will do as you see fit, like you always do. Till next time, madame. Good day, Cinders. Did not notice you standing there. Good day to you, Captain. May I inquire what's going on? Oh, just another day in town as usual. Nothing out of the ordinary. Sure, let's attack the witch as usual. Exactly my point. That's not what I meant. I meant there's no danger, so you do not need to worry, Cinders. Everything will be fine. Don't you have some robbers to kill, or at least vagabonds to hold down by the ear? Or did picking up girls just become a priority for the town's watch? I've been in many battles, and I've stood my ground, but when a lady as decisive as Madame gets her temper up, it's no shame in retreat. So please excuse me, Cinders. I shall bid you ladies farewell. Stay in the inn for a while if you feel like talking. Oh, no need to apologize. Farewell, Captain. What happened in here exactly? People are strange, illogical, and stupid. They just sit and demand, do nothing and hope. Morons. This time has come for me to change the scenery. What did they do? Oh, nothing spectacular. Just more of the usual. People come to me for medicine, for advice, for a solution to every stupid problem they have created. They still fear me, though. Every time something goes wrong, they blame me. They used to blame the devil, or evil forces. Now the evil forces left the next door, ready for those morons to blame. Surely the townsfolk do not mean that. They seem to respect you a lot. There's a very thin line between respect and fear, and it happens in every single town I travel to. However, it takes time for the resentment to build up, so a new town should be more friendly. I'm doing the wrong voice for you completely. I don't even remember which voice this right this second. But you have friends here. Just a second ago, I thought I saw you speaking with the captain on very familiar and most friendly terms. Ah, we do have some history together, but do not let me bore you with the details. Just go ahead, please. Your curiosity is commendable. But let's discuss something more important. Have you given any thought to our last conversation? Not yet. I haven't had time to. Good. That means I don't have to give more advice right now. So take your time, Cinders, and come to me when you have decided. Just don't want to take too long, because I tend to leave this damn town soon, and I will not look back. Thank you. I'll take time to consider and decide soon. You do that. Goodbye, child. Goodbye. That woman really got to her. Who would have thought? Tough, cynical Madame Gahid, whose wrath could move mountains, touched by simple townswoman's remark. I have to consider that side of her, vulnerable and so human. But right now I have a whole day of freedom to plan as I will. What shall I do? Maybe pay Tobias a visit again? I could also spend some time in the tavern, chatting with townspeople, making friends, hearing all the gossip. That's where the life of the town concentrates. The captain should have headed there. Speaking to him proved to be worthwhile so far. Choices, choices. Watch out, Cinders. You may get used to it. I'm kind of going hardcore in this whole tapper thing, so I should probably continue doing this. Tobias is not going anywhere, and I'm starving. Sorry, friend, but this girl has her priorities straight. Sigh. I thought the captain would be here. So he was heading to the inn. I would admit I was hoping to talk to him. Cheers! Drinks are... I don't have enough dough, so they're not on me, mates. So sorry. This toast goes to you all. You live long and prosper. Well, hello there. How about me? Am I included in that toast? Not you again. Really now, you came to my house with some important business, and then when I politely ask you about it, you storm out. Now all I get is not you again? Really, quite a gentleman you are. Pardon, missy. Never was too keen on the noble manners. Oh, but I'm so glad to see you. I need to ask you a couple of questions, and here you are, ready and willing to answer to the fullest extent. You are willing to answer, aren't you? Aye, you look quite intent, Bertie, and a wee bit on the scary side, too. What questions do you have in mind? 2 days ago, you came to our home to talk with Camosa. I wanted to know what it was all about. Oh, it's just some gossip I've heard. Nothing of importance, really. Oh, sure. Camosa's well known to pay for unimportant and trivial information. That was a whippy... She is a wee bit queer. Weird enough. Why can I not read? She's a wee bit queer. Weird even. She's intending on having loads of information, that one. It's supposed to give her advantage or something. She's generous as a saint with her gold when it comes to it. And you know that how? Basically, you seem awfully familiar with Camosa's taste in information. Hey, do not need to talk to you at all. You do realize I'm missing? Just watch me get up and leave all fast and discreet. Like the king's favorite wench when the queen... You sure you want to go there, my good fellow? Good evening, Captain. I was just trying to explain to this pretty bird the truth, as usual, I'm sure. Don't disturb yourself then, we're all ears. Of course. I told this young lady everything, and now I just want to leave peacefully. I have heard your conversation, and it did not seem the lady was quite satisfied with the answer. So be a gentleman and reveal what she wants to know. Now. Thank you, Captain. It's my duty, Cinders. A pleasure to help. I know this man is usually up to no good. I'm going to keep my eye on him. Better not hide any information from you, or else... So, what piece of information did you sell to Camosa, or would you rather end up in prison? That ain't fair. You can't do that. You can't. Ugh, women are always trouble, especially young lassies with curiosity up the roof, and... Hell, take me. Friends in the guard. Oh, pitiful me. Stop rambling and answer the lady, please. Fine. Love, I'll tell you what you want to know. Happy now, but not in front of someone playing for the powers that be. Want to know what happened? Follow me. I don't know if that's a good idea. And I don't think speaking to you both is a good idea. I'm glad we agree. Goodbye. Where do you think you're going? Captain, I'll be fine. I just need to hear what this curious man has to say. Don't worry, he's not stupid enough to hurt me. Is he? I'm sure he isn't, especially now that he knows that if he causes any harm to you, or even a frown on your face, you will suffer as no one has ever suffered before. Shall we go talk outside? Sure, Bertie. You do not have to worry about me, mate. I'll guard her as if she was a treasure. Not the ones I stole and sold, of course, but a different one. One to be guarded. So I would guard my own treasure if I had one. Alright, let's stop here and talk. Not exactly a hiding place. Middle of town, eh, love? Sure could use some more privacy. I'm not giving you a chance to escape now, and don't try anything stupid. The captain's right on the other side of the street, remember that. Fine, you little devil. Tell you what I know, just don't yell if I can't remember all the details. Short memory. You've heard my questions already. What was the message you brought to Camosa? A dashing young gentleman like yourself should have no trouble recalling the last few days. Blazing hell, lassie. You and your adder's tongue. I remember, so I was out in the woods. Out in the woods, resting my head on the ground. Enjoying the peace and quiet that only nature can bring. Calm shimmer of the lake, away from the wickedness. Don't digress. Of the city. Sleeping like a brat I was. Do you often sleep outdoors? Why were you sleeping by the lake? Now that's a mighty good question, ain't it, love? Can't say I know the answer, though. I just woke up there. Oh, yeah, in a magical place. The pond in the woods. My auntie used to tell me stories of... Get back to the topic, will you? But I'm on it. I woke up and heard voices. That was just like my auntie's stories of the fair folk, you know, made of light and wisp, prettier than the finest ladies they are. They were no wisps. And what happened then? I hid. What else? His head's still up on his neck because it knows when it's time to jump into the bushes. You know what I mean. Who are those people? Ah, excellent question, Bernie. My guess tells me you'll love this. 'Twas the noble Captain Peralton he was talking to. The prince.